Lie, cheat, and steal. This mantra is often repeated by like half of the incoming house guests when a new season begins. But if you ever take literally more than 1 second to think about it, it doesn't make sense. Lying, yes, but stealing? What are you gonna steal? And then, of course, cheating. Not romantic cheating, I'm talking about cheating to gain a competitive edge. It's simply not allowed on the show and will be punished, but that doesn't mean that it hasn't happened before. Today, we'll be looking into all of the instances of cheating, alleged cheating, and questionable cheating that I could find in both Big Brother US and a couple in Big Brother Canada, because I can't make a video about cheating without talking about Emmett. So grab a seat, consider subscribing if you're new here to help us get to 10,000 subscribers, and without further ado, let's take a look at some cheating.
That is ridiculous. Okay, I tried to show her a technique. Watch that thing, see if she even hit it like I told. Like, what is it? I don't understand.
I swear, every single video I talk about June and Alison in the tiebreaker of part 3 of the final HOH. It is extremely clear that June looks over and watches Alison write 0, so then June knows that answering 1 million will guarantee her the loss. Regardless of how iconic this moment is, it is obviously clearly a bit of cheating to look over and see what Alison wrote down, but I can understand it being viewed a bit differently because each woman's question was different and therefore would have a different answer, but still, she's clearly just reading her answer to gain a competitive edge so she knew that she could write down 1 million and throw the comp, but whatever, take it however you want.
Need you to write a number down. I need answers from both of you. Number down. I need answers from both of you.
For a much more under-talked about one, let's go back a ways to Big Brother 5 at the final 10 HOH, immediately after the twin twist is revealed. It's a true-false quiz comp, and on the second question, Natalie guessed incorrectly, but when Julie told everyone who was out of the competition, she forgot to say Natalie's name, so Natalie slyly stayed in, even though she got it wrong. However, it didn't matter much as she got the very next question wrong, but still, it's a little bit of cheating.
Again, answer green for true or red for false. Answers, please. The correct answer is false. Marvin, Michael, Drew, and Jace, you've all been eliminated. Everyone, Drew, I need you to reset your wheel to blue. Everyone else can reset as well.
Fast forward now to Big Brother 8, and I actually have 3 potential cases of cheating, and all of them are from Evil Dick. Probably one of the more well-known cheating cases, Dick conspired with his son to leave hidden codes in his HOH letters from home. So, as an example, Dick's son would start a sentence with a specific letter which referred to an ally that Dick could trust, and then he would end the sentence with a different letter representing someone Dick could not trust. I believe one of the words that he used was hope, which signified to Dick that he couldn't trust Eric. Dick ended up getting away with this cheating, but it changed the way letters from home worked from there on out, as now letters are written before the season starts in order to stop people from throwing in coded messages.
All right, well, the code was the first and last letter of the last paragraph to be the initials of house guests that I can't trust.
Shut up!
Swear to God. And the last letter is hope. Good luck, and don't give up hope. A kind of odd E. Eric.
Now, the next potential cheating comes at the double eviction at the final 5. During the veto comp, the house guests had to put 8 green rubber balls in their tubes to win. The rumored cheating is due to the fact that Dick can be seen pocketing a blue ball in the beginning of the comp, and later is shown holding it in his left hand about halfway through the comp, and then a few moments later, the ball is no longer in his hand, and Jamaica is shown to have a blue ball in her tube, disqualifying her from winning the comp. We never actually see Dick put the ball into the tube or anything like that, and there's no proof of anything, but when you look at all the pieces, it can look a little fishy, and I thought it was worth mentioning at the very least, even if I don't fully buy into it.
Zach has 5, but Jamaica, you have been disqualified. You put a blue ball in your clear tube.
And lastly from Dick, at the final 3, it is heavily discussed that Dick was able to cheat during part 3 of the final HOH by being able to see some sort of reflection or glare that indicated whatever Zach's answer was. The quote-unquote proof comes into play after Dick goes up 1-0 following the first question. For every question thereon after, Dick seemingly has his eyes wandering about. He always answers after Zach, and he always answers the same thing as Zach, as it's obvious that since he had the lead, if he always answered the same thing as Zach, then he would win the competition. Do I believe it? Maybe. I don't really know. But at the same time, I really don't think it would have mattered because Zach did pretty bad, going 2 for 6 in the comp. So it's one of those things where I don't necessarily care if he cheated because I don't think it would have mattered. But yeah, wow. 3 potential cheating scandals with one of them, the letters, being confirmed to be true. That's some outside the box thinking though.
Answers, please. I need an answer, Dick. Answers, please. Answers, please. Answers, please. Answers, please. I need an answer. Congratulations, Dick. You are the final head of household.
We did it!
Fwester, Boogie snuck a cell phone in that he used to read up on the bios of the incoming house guests so that he could ensure that he got the best possible picks. And I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I think it worked, as his team was by far the best in terms of impact and placement, and he did end up picking the winner in Ian.
Mike Boogie, you're next.
I'll take Frank. I'll take my man Ian right here. I'll take Jen.
Thanks, man. You're a legend, man. No matter what.
Next, it's another one with Boogie, and this is a cheating issue that didn't work. During the stay or fold veto in the first round, after Boogie heard everyone's answers, he locked in that he would stay. But when Frank revealed first that he too was going to stay, Boogie tried to switch to fold before it got to him, as he figured he could then get eliminated, but was caught doing so, and he was forced to stick with his original answer, stay, which then resulted in him getting eliminated. He tried to cheat it, but it didn't work out for him, and he lost.
628.
Jen.
2,450.
Frank.
I'm gonna stay.
I'm going to fold.
I am going to stay.
Well, I guess I'll stay.
Mike, because you are furthest from the number, you are eliminated.
I go out first, and I'm really upset with myself. I was a little too aggressive today. I'm mad that I didn't just play conservative and stay in the game.
And lastly, the one true time in the US show that we've seen cheating get acknowledged during a comp was during the veto competition the week of Dan's funeral. In the last round of the comp, Frank was in the lead and would win as long as Dan did not get the last question right. When the final question was revealed, Brittany rang in first. Frank, who figured out the answer, tried whispering it to Brittany in order to ensure that she got it right and Dan lost the veto. But this was very much against the rules, and his attempt at cheating got him eliminated from the competition. And as far as I'm aware, this really is the only time that cheating was addressed on the show, and it's the only time that cheating concretely affected the course of a competition.
Brittany, what is your answer?
You already hit it, right?
Yeah, but I don't think I know what it is.
Frank, you whispered the word summer, and unfortunately you have been eliminated as a result.
What?
In Big Brother 15, during the Week 2 HOH, it was a partner slip and slide comp, where one player would scoop up barbecue sauce and slide on over to the middle, where they would then meet their partner and pour the barbecue sauce into their partner's cup, where then the partner would slide over to the container and dump it in. Rinse and repeat that a couple hundred times to win the comp. However, cheating comes into play because the rules stated that you had to pour the barbecue sauce into your partner's cup. Aaryn and Jeremy were partners for this comp, but instead of pouring into the other's cup, once they met in the middle, they would just switch cups, which made things astronomically easier for the two because less sauce was spilled. This was caught on the feeds but was never addressed, and it actually had an effect on the game as they were the pair that went on to win the HOH and give it to Aaryn. So yeah, this is a cheating scandal that I believe is true.
The first member of your team must fill their cup with barbecue sauce and make their way down their lane to the hedge, at which point they will pour their sauce into their teammate's cup.
Don't freak out. Just pour it nice and slow. Make sure we get a lot.
I'm good. Isn't he tiring? No, I've got it. We're gonna sleep in HOH tonight.
Moving ahead a ways, in Big Brother 20, we have 2 scandals. The first one is actually with Fessy. To prepare for the Week 6 HOH, house guests were shown gifts the night before to study up on. After the gifts disappeared, Fessy went and hid under a blanket with an eyeliner pencil to try and write down as much information as he could to study up for the memory comp. This is super against the rules and is cheating, as you are explicitly not allowed to write anything down while inside the house, but ultimately it did not matter as Fessy lost the HOH.
And step down. Fessy, reset. Rockstar, reset as we move on. No, you went one. All right, we'll leave it.
This second instance from Big Brother 20 is one of the most talked about cheating scandals in recent memory, and it has to do with Tyler during the Endurance HOH. Angela read the rules, and basically what she said is that you can't sit on the discs or fall off at any point. But in a diary room session, Casey claimed that you had to have at least 1 foot on the discs at all times. The controversy comes into play because at one point, Tyler was holding himself up with just his arms and had both feet off the disc, albeit they were both above the disc. It was caught on the feeds, and many fans were livid because Tyler ended up winning the HOH and Haley finished in second, who many of the fans were rooting for because she was the underdog. So, was it cheating? I don't know. Whether or not it was against the rules, I don't know. However, it 100% absolutely would have changed the course of the game if production did deem it cheating, though, because then Haley would have won HOH and probably would have sent home a member of level 6, probably like Angela. Who knows? I couldn't not mention it here, though.
To get started, step on your disc and hold on tight for the ride to begin.
At no time may you sit on your disc. Be the last house guest standing on your disc,
and you'll win the best prize of all.
I seriously might throw up.
This is way harder than it looks. Not only are you spinning, but you at least have to keep 1 foot on the disc at all times.
It's down to me and Haley, who is the one person I did not want to win this competition. Haley is the only one in this house that has had the balls to put me on the block.
Now, one last overarching US cheating that I would like to briefly touch upon before we get to Big Brother Canada is the idea of pregaming, specifically for All-Star seasons. Yes, pregaming is cheating according to the rules. However, everyone does it. If you want to blast one person or a group of people for pregaming, then everyone has got to get called out for it. It's like driving 5 over the speed limit. It's illegal, but everyone does it and you're not going to get in trouble for it. There was just as much pregaming in Big Brother 7 as there was in Big Brother 22. And I don't know, I think it sucks, but I also think that there's nothing you can do about it, and you're actively putting yourself at a disadvantage by not pregaming. Exhibit A, Nicole Anthony. I'm definitely not defending pregaming, nor am I a fan of it, but it's just an unfortunate reality of how All-Star seasons work, and there's almost nothing that can be done about it.
And someone just said, like, you and Cody pregamed. 100% we pregame with each other.
Yeah.
100%.
Wait a minute. I wasn't going to talk to Derek? Oh, so wait.
Yeah.
Like, what? I wasn't going to pick up the phone and be like, yo, D, I'm going on All-Stars.
Danny reached out to me, and I was like, nah. I was like, I ain't going. And then the first thing I did when I got off the phone was call you, and I was like, I didn't connect you guys, but I was like, yo, Danny's going.
Now, for the finale, we have, of course, Emmett in Big Brother Canada 1, who was DQ'd from 3 different competitions because of varying levels of cheating. For the first one, it was the Week 4 HOH, where you had to stick balls on your body and bring them over to a tube where you would then dispense the balls. But you could not carry a ball over to the tube with your hands. Emmett actually won the competition and was crowned the HOH. But on a later review, it was revealed that Jillian, Alec, Tala, and Emmett had all used their hands, which was considered cheating, and then they stripped the HOH from Emmett and had a redo comp with everyone but the cheaters.
House guests.
Yes?
4 of you were caught breaking the rules in the Bee's Knees Head of Household competition. Jillian, Tala, Alec, and Emmett. You are all guilty. Emmett, you have lost your position as head of household.
Then, later on at the Week 7 HOH, it was an endurance wall comp, and you had to have both of your arms touching the pole that they were holding onto at all times. But at one point, Emmett let go with one arm, but quickly put it back and tried to play it cool. However, production called him out on it, and he was disqualified once more.
Emmett.
What?
You removed your arm fully from the bar and took it back up. You are disqualified. Step down.
Oh, hell.
I've been DQ'd for an HOH before. It sucks. I don't like going out that way.
And lastly, in the Week 8 veto, the players had to clean plaque off of some teeth. Emmett saw fellow house guest Andrew implement a unique strategy where he would bang the teeth instead of brushing them, and it worked really well. So Emmett replicated that strategy, and Emmett and Andrew both finished the comp quickly. That's not cheating. However, after Emmett finished, he whispered to his showmance Jillian what she should do. It was made very clear that you could not help any other house guest in the competition. Emmett telling Jillian what to do was considered cheating, and he, of course, was disqualified from a 3rd comp. As you can see, he took the news rather nicely.
And all of a sudden in the corner of my ear, I hear Andrew banging on it. So I try that. As soon as I start banging on it, it starts speeding things up. Bang.
When I hear him say to Jillian what she should do with the toothbrush, I'm like, you're helping. You are not allowed to do that.
House guests, Big Brother is currently reviewing an infraction of the rules. Please stand by.
I knew exactly what it was instantly. You weren't allowed to talk, and you weren't allowed to help anybody. I knew it was going to be Emmett and that he was going to get disqualified again.
Emmett, you clearly assisted Jillian.
What?
I did not even hear him.
She didn't even.
I didn't even hear him. I didn't use his technique. I had no idea what he said.
What are you
Emmett,
talking about?
you have been disqualified.
He absolutely loses his mind.
That is ridiculous. Okay, I tried to show her a technique. Watch that thing. See if she even hit it like I told. Like, all I did was look at her and go like this. You said no helping others. What is a couple motions?
And there we go. There have probably been other instances of cheating that I either missed or have just gone undiscovered, but I always love to hear a good cheating scandal because it's like, damn, you were thinking outside of the box and it almost worked for you. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Here's a special shout out to my YouTube members who I personally would never cheat on. They do too much for me. And as always, here's a clip for you on your way out.
My strategy for estimating candy was a picture method. The picture method is to picture everything in pictures and see how many pictures can fit within the picture.